It's Brian Preston, the money guy.
And now this one is interesting to me. So I want to make sure I understand this. So one of the things that we can spend money on to bring ourselves happiness, or we can spend time on to bring ourselves happiness, is work.
I know,
that seems counterintuitive.
Well,
Most
remember,
people are
what
working for the weekend.
What are we trying to figure out here? We're trying to figure out what is it that brings you this level of fulfillment that when you wake up in the morning, you feel like what you're put on this planet to do is kind of being fulfilled. And just because you do have that feeling that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing and you're making the world a better place, it does drive that super happiness that people kind of see. And it's going beyond just contentment happiness. And that's what they found out, because this is the part that's over the 75,000, earned success. People who at work feel like that they are appreciated. And look, a lot of you guys right now, you're hearing this and you go, yeah, that's the guy who started the company probably. No, the research shows it doesn't matter if it's the multimillionaire who's the founder of the company or the guy who puts the wheels on the cars. If they feel like that they're really good at it and they add value and purpose and they're doing exactly what they're supposed to, it pushes their entire just attitude and fulfillment that they are happier people. And it's visibly seen by those around them.
So I think it's, you said, because it's not about what you earn. It's not about the dollars and cents that you make.
And that's what it goes back to. Wealth is a side effect of doing what you're supposed to. But keep going. I interrupted you.
No, that was a perfect segue, because one thing I've heard you say, and I've heard you say this 10,000 times, no matter what you do, if you do the thing that you feel like you're put on this earth to do, and you do it well, you're in the top 5-10% of people who do that, it's amazing how the financial success, that happiness to meet the necessities, kind of just finds a way to show up.
That's a great point, because I do have that client that has great adult children. They're super successful. And I asked him, I said, what's the secret? What did you do as a parent that made them step out and be different than their peers? And financially as well as just other things. He goes, here's what I told my kids growing up. He goes, I told them I said, sometime during your childhood, I need you to figure out what you do better than 95% of the rest of the world. What are you in the top 5% of the world of doing? Because he goes, look, what I told my kids is, if you're good at cutting hair, if you're in the top 5% of hair cutting, you'll be successful. You'll make more money than you can think about. And it's true. You can think of about any profession, and if you were world class in it, and if you're doing what God put you on this planet to do, you're going to feel pretty good about yourself.
Love it.
So, that is really, like I said, money and happiness is this weird thing. Because I think if you ask people in the public, they're thinking, I just spend what I want to. I spend it on my own terms when I want to. It's not always about the level of money. As we've seen from the research, that base level of contentment or happiness occurs at 75,000. If you want fulfillment, meaning that your life, your purpose is being shown every day, you need to think about what are you good at? Where do you connect? And then that's what's really going to make you feel good about waking up in the morning. It's not about the Benjamins in your pocket. It's not about the Benjamins that's in your 401k. It's about what you're supposed to be doing on this planet, and you can be successful with it.
I love it.
So guys, this is the Money Guy Show. I'm your host, Brian Preston, Mr. Bo Hansen. You can see we got a counter here. This is YouTube. We want you to go sign up, subscribe, ring the bell. Let us know you like it. This is kind of one of those touchy-feely type shows because we want to keep you focused on not only how much is in your account, but making sure you're focusing on the spiritual, making sure you're focusing on keeping yourself healthy where you like being here. And then we're going to help you. We had other shows. We've done all kind of shows on how do you grow? How do you get $1 million? How do you, how much insurance do you need? There's all kind of things. We get into the analytical stuff. If you like what we're doing and we're just completely giving you this free advice, we were featured in Forbes. We're one of the top shows. It just gives it away. That's on purpose. We call that the abundance cycle. We want you to come, let us love on you. You come and take all the free advice. You learn, you apply, you grow. And then what do you know? One day you turn into this super successful empire builder. That's going to be the point where you say, you know what? This is beyond what I can do by myself. I need to get somebody in here to be my co-pilot, to be my CFO, even though it's a word that people aren't supposed to use anymore. You're going to look at that and you're going to say, I'm going to remember there was the Money Guy Show. It was Brian and Bo that hooked me up, and that's when you're going to reach out. So go to our Contact Us page, both on themoneyguy.com or you can go to aboundwealth.com. We will hook you up. We have a blast doing this, and just thank you. Anything else you want to add, Bo?
No, if you haven't gone out to the website, The Money Guy Show, sometimes we create deliverables that we make available to you guys.
That's why I count on you.
If we don't have your email address, we cannot get it in your hands. We do not put it on the website. We do not do it any other way than through our email list. It's a special connection that we have with you. So if you're interested in spreadsheets, worksheets, documents, follow-ups, lists, all of the above, go out to moneyguy.com, give us your email address so we can stay in contact. And we just love that we get to hang out here and do this with you.
Thanks, guys. I'm your host, Brian Preston, Mr. Bo Hanson. We'll be back soon.